Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you guys how to AFK the Underworld egg forever, like no end. So let's get into it. Alright, so before we begin, you're going to need Tiny Task and Auto Clicker to do this method, so make sure you have those downloaded. And yeah, this isn't going to work on mobile unless you have some sort of like auto clicker on there. Okay, so the first thing is to ensure that you have at least 500 of any dice. The best dice is the 6, but the 10 can work too, and even the golden, but it's not as good. And you also want to make sure you have a sustainable amount of tickets, like 100 billion or so, because this egg is really expensive and you could run out before the method even works. Alright, next, you're going to want to actually equip your tickets team. Most of the time you would equip a high roller team, but in this case you actually can't, so you have to use your tickets team, which this is mine. You then want to locate a rift with like a lot of hours or days on it so you can AFK for as long as possible, obviously. Now a good way to do this is to go to the game page and scroll down until you see the other servers tab. Once you're here, you're going to hit exclude full servers and scroll down a little bit until you see one that's full of bacons like this one. So join that, and usually you'll get a position in line, but if you don't, then it'll let you in. So I will go look around for a long rift, and once I find one, I'll let you guys know. Alright, I actually got into one of the servers, but I have no idea if it has a rift or not. Even if it just has like a couple minutes on it, I'll go visit it so you guys can see. You can see the entire server is filled with like random bots, and what these bots do is they actually roll the egg, which I don't think the server actually has one because they're not even hatching the underworld egg. We'll check though. But yeah, the best way to check for this is to go down from the top and go all the way down. When you're doing this, you want to look for like a red rift, obviously. And no, there's not one in the server. So I'll go keep on looking, and I'll be back. Okay, well I didn't find a long one, but I just found a short one. And once you're on the egg, you're going to want to auto-delete the first 3 pets. You don't actually have to do this, but I recommend it. After you've turned off the pets, you're going to want to go over your items and obviously use your luck, your speed, your mystic, and use tickets too. Otherwise, this method won't work as well. And also make sure your team has at least like 400,000 on this multiplier, or else it's not going to be good. Anyways, once you've done that, and you have your potions and everything, you go down to the first island, the minigame paradise island, and then you're going to want to start the hatch and roll glitch. Should you do it, you go to the screen, and you go to the map, all the way to the top, and then once you're here, you just go to the rift, which is over here, and yeah, you're going to hit auto, and then continue. Now once you're hatching and you have this dice screen here, select your dice, which I'll just select my 1, and then open up your tiny task and your auto clicker. So yeah, you're going to want to set your auto clicker to about 1 minute if you have a lot of dice, 2 minutes if you're poor, and if you don't have tiny task and you have like thousands of dice, you can actually set this to 30 seconds instead. Now the reason why you need both of these is because you're going to need to use the tiny task to prevent you from going AFK, and because this auto clicker will hit too slowly. So depending on how slow your auto clicker is, this thing will be more useful. But if it's going like faster, like if you're doing 30 seconds per click, then you don't need the tiny task. So yeah, once you're here, you're going to want to hit F8 to start, then hit R, and then just don't do anything. You're going to want to do this until about 15 seconds, or I'll just do it at like 13, and you can stop. Now, I forgot to mention, but you cannot click in this time, and you have to stop the recording using the same record key as you have set. I'd recommend having your record playback or record hotkey on F8, continuous playback on, and always on top, just so it's easier. Once you have this, you're going to want to start your auto clicker, and if you can, pick the location to be on the rolling. Oh, and the rift just ended. But yeah, this should work. Anyways, you should have an auto clicker that works like this and a tiny task that works like this. Let me go find a new server and I'll show you how this works exactly. So yeah, I'm back in a server hatching and on this roll screen. So yeah, once you have this set up to hit R once and this to be 1 minute per click, you can start the tiny task and then start your auto clicker. Now, how this works is it'll roll once per minute. Say you can roll one of these coins tiles. And the reason why it only rolls once per minute is so you can still maintain your dice for a full time of AFK. And the tiny task is implemented here to prevent the AFK screen from showing up. This does work. This rift isn't that long, but this does work for rifts with hours, as it maintains all the coins, and you should get billions per stepping on each tile. I can show you that this really does work by exiting. If I show you how many eggs I've opened, you see, I've hatched 12 of these alone. I've literally hatched 12. That's not normal. See? 200,000. I've done this. This works. It really does work. The only downside is that you can't have high roller, and you can't do the fast hatch. And yes, I've tried the fast hatch. It doesn't work, because if you're on the fast hatch, it doesn't let you click the roll button properly. So yeah, that is basically that for this. Have a good time on this egg. Like, good luck getting the profit, or whatever bounty egg is here, and the Lord Shock. Yeah, that's it. Subscribe, like, everything. Goodbye.